You know, I know people who go to the gym. There's leg day and there's arm day and thigh day or whatever. Well, for me today is wheel day. So generally speaking, the wheels are in pretty good shape. They got a little bit of surface rust starting to happen, and they got a few dents and dings in the beauty rings there, but generally they're in good shape. I just want to give them a good polishing, touch up the white back there, and make them look shiny and new. Okay, I got all the beauty rings and hubcaps buffed and polished, and I managed to get out most of the dents. Some of the scruffs and dents I couldn't get to. So these are most likely the original beauty rings. I don't know if you can see there. So that rivet, they're riveted on. So in order to get to them, I'd have to take that off, but I don't want to. Pretty amazing. They're 40 years old now. And so they're in pretty good shape. The hubcaps, I was able to get all the little dents and dings out of them and polish them, and they look good. So I'll get them on, and we'll see what they look like. So we got a before and after. Yeah, they look good. Looks nice and clean and fresh. And yeah. Super happy with them. It's amazing they've stayed with the truck all these years, but looks beautiful. Okay, the next step is the door panels are going to get a good cleaning and put back on, and I'm going to shampoo some carpets. I'm still waiting on the upholstery from Linda, but that's all right. I need to give everything a good cleaning in here. Get in with some little Q-tips. I also picked up a fire extinguisher. I'll be mounting it soon. I guess I'll wait till I get the seat so I can make sure it clears. And, oh yeah, I got the headliner. That's still at Linda's, but I'll get that up in there. I need to decide if I'm going to keep that air freshener or not. Get this out of here, get another car in here. I got some cool stuff for the 69 Mustang, and I want to start bringing in Model A stuff. So yeah, that's where we're at. So it's a pretty nice day out. I gotta go pick up some stuff for the Silverado. Let's take the Fox by. Unfortunately, I have about a quarter mile of terrible dirt roads before I get to the paved road. So we might skip to that. And we're on pavement. This running in a few months, so I'm gonna let it get up to a good temperature here. Okay, I got what I needed. Let's go for a little drive. just want to beat on it, and I feel like I should be delivering pizzas. I don't know if it takes me back to pizza delivery days. Okay, so I did manage to get the carpet shampooed today and started cleaning up the dash a bit. Got the dash cover off and cleaned it. And yeah, other than this corner right here's got a bit of a stain, but other than that, the carpet looks pretty good. I got the other door cleaned up as well. And so yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with these floor mats. I think it's super cool that it has the original GM floor mats, but they're stained pretty badly. So I don't know. I'm going to try and clean them, try to de-stain them, but I'm not even sure how to. But I'm going to do some experimenting and see what happens. So I just spent a good part of the morning scrubbing floor mats, and I think they look pretty good. I was a little surprised how well they cleaned up. I used simple green on them and some Meguiar's Supreme Shine Meguiar's. It worked pretty well. Next, I'm going to tackle the last door panel. I'll get it cleaned up, but I also spent a little bit of time on the carpet stain, which seems to have come out pretty well. I used some, what is it? Resolve carpet cleaner. And I also finished detailing the dash a bit, got in there with some little cleaning tools, cleaned all the gauges, cleaned up the radio, the CB, and yeah, it's looking good. I'm going to put the door panel on and finish up a couple little things. So after a lot of scrubbing, I got the door panel looking good. It's all shampooed and oiled up. But just to show you the grime, I don't know if you can see on here, but I just gave this a coat of the soapy water, and you can just see all the years of grime that's coming off. And so yeah, let me try and get in the light here. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. So I'll finish cleaning this and then, whoops, put it all together. All right, door panels on and back together. Got power windows, power locks. The dash, I'm calling it clean and done. Carpets are nice and clean. Door steps are great. And yeah, interior is pretty much done. Waiting on the seat from Linda and the headliner, of course. And I'll clean the windshield too, a little bit of Windex. But yeah, it's pretty much there. It looks beautiful. This really has a pretty interior, these Silverados. I gave the floor mats one more cleaning, and now they're all dry and everything, and they look pretty good, I think. There's one stain right there, and that's about it, but I think they look pretty good. Done. Okay, another day with the truck here. Unfortunately, there's been a delay with the seat and the interior stuff from Linda. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and start addressing some of these little scratches and little paint chips everywhere. I've got some paint that is supposed to be a pretty good match. The worst spot on the whole truck is this dent that somebody has tried to touch up these scrapes with a blue that does not match at all. Hopefully mine matches better. So I got a couple tricks. One, to reach this. Unfortunately, This is a double wall, so you can't really just pound it out. I can't get into it, but I got a couple tricks for maybe pulling that out. We'll see. And yeah, just general wax and buff. Okay, so I think today might be the finish line on this guy. So I got the seat backing in from Linda. The headliner, the fabric got back ordered on the headliner, but the new piece matches pretty good. It's a little bit darker. I'm hoping once I actually clean this, it'll get a little darker. We'll see, but it's not bad. You know, this fabric has 30, 40 years of fading and wear. So for it to match perfect would have been, I think, impossible. But we did both ends, and it matches pretty good, so it'll work. These need to be cleaned for sure, and get it back together and get it in. Also, I've done the touch-up and a wax and buff on the truck. So here's one spot. We'll do a little before and after. And there was another bad spot. I waxed and buffed the whole thing. It looks pretty good. It's got some fuzz and lint on it now that I'll clean off, but it looks nice and shiny. And there was one bad spot down here. I'll do another before and after. And there was a spot here before and after. And it looks pretty good from a distance. I was able to get some of the dent out of it, not all, of course. But, you know, it's a work truck. It's a driver. And it looks pretty awesome. Looks beautiful. So check it out. You can see all the brown nastiness coming up out of this after I sprayed the soap on it. Yeah, it's going to change it quite a bit. And here's the bottom cushion. It's all clean. Looks beautiful. It's in almost perfect condition. And so now I'll set up and do the back one, and I'll show you all the stages real quick.
Because up in the holler, it don't matter if you're drunk or sane. Anybody will say anything under the influence of madness.
Okay, got it all clean, looking good. This is just the vacuum marks in it. It's still pretty wet. Okay, so sometimes you feel like you don't make much progress, but as you can see, that water's pretty nasty. So we got some dirt out of there, and yeah, she looks good. Okay, so after a little bit of struggling, I got the seat in, and it looks beautiful. Also got the fire extinguisher in and mounted. Got the floor mats in, and it looks great. It looks like a new truck. Quite gorgeous. The only thing left is the headliner, which she said the fabric should be in this week, which is fine. I'll do that later. So I'm looking at this thing. I really can't decide if I should sell it or keep it. Maybe leave some comments. Also, tell me what kind of price range you think this thing is, because I'm getting a lot of different opinions on it. And so, yeah, let me know what you think. I'm going to pull it out into the sun real quick before it gets dark out, and let's take a look at it in the light. Okay, got it out in the sun here real quick before it gets dark, and she looks beautiful.
Got the fever loading 16 tons. Some people say a man is made out of mud, a poor man made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, flesh and bone, mind that's weak and a back that's strong. Lord, 16 tons, what do you get? A little bit older, keep from down. St. Peter, don't you call me, I can't go home. So to the company store. For one morning, the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons, number 9 gold, one stubborn silver. That's my soul, 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older, deeper in there. Peter, don't you know me? I can't go.
So that does it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I really like this truck. I can't decide if I should keep it or sell it, but I guess next week we'll know. So yeah, subscribe, all that good stuff, and see what happens next week.